Hello everybody, welcome to the final workshop on day 4 of our TSL Partner Power Summit, Protecting Biodiversity. I'm delighted to welcome a very special speaker with us for our final workshop today. Alicia Valasse-Polius is a St. Lucian writer. She's also an English as a second language tutor and educational technologist. Her work has been widely published in anthologies, journals and magazines such as the Caribbean Writer, Cordite Poetry Review, Moco Magazine, and the Powie Journal of Creative Writing, among others. She was shortlisted in 2015 for a Small Axe Poetry Prize, and in 2016 was awarded the Canute A. Broadhurst Prize for Best Short Fiction. She's also currently a doctoral student at the University of the West Indies, and she's delighted to be sharing with us today how we can explore biodiversity through the Tanka. So we've been thinking about how we can measure diversity and explore the value of biodiversity. And now we're going to have an opportunity to put our thoughts and feelings into words and express them creatively to start thinking about how we can make change and start sharing our own personal messages on biodiversity to the world. So thank you very much, Alicia, for joining us, and over to you.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever part of the world that you are in. I'm very happy to be here this morning or afternoon to share with you some very practical ways in which we can express our thoughts on biodiversity. I will be sharing my presentation now.
It's coming through slowly, Alicia. There we go.
Okay, so welcome to this poetry workshop. As Kirsty said, my name is Alicia. I am from St. Lucia. I am very excited to be here, and I hope that you are as well. In this session, we hope to accomplish a few objectives. We hope to identify the structure of the Tanka, as well as use the structure to collaboratively compose some verses on the importance of biodiversity and the need for us to protect our environment. So we're going to be moving into our first activity this morning. This morning, our first activity is what I would like to refer to as the Tanka song. Now, most of us, we know this verse very well, if you're happy and you know it. So this song goes to the tune of If You Happy and You Know It. I will be singing the first word. I will be singing it firstly, and I hope that you will join me. I will be using my hands to clap a rhythm to go along with the song as well. Okay, so let us begin. Write a tanka with your friends every day. Write a tanka with your friends every day. A 5-line syllable poem from Japan. Get those thoughts ready, I'm sure that you can. Write a tanka with your friends every day. One more time. Write a tanka with your friends every day. Write a tanka with your friends every day. A 5-line syllable poem from Japan. Get those thoughts ready, I'm sure that you can. Write a tanka with your friends every day. Okay, so I hope you were able to join me with in the singing of this verse. And I want us to move on to a very practical activity where we try to identify what is it that this song is telling us about this poem. So I want to ask our participants this morning, what does the song say about the Tanka? What does the song say about the Tanka? Okay, Daniel, your hand is raised. You put on your mic, please, and share with us.
Yes, I think that Tanka is a 5-line syllable poem from Japan.
Okay, Daniel, very good. So a Tanka is made up of 5 lines. This poem originated from Japan, and the poem is written mainly by counting the number of syllables per line. We are going to go on to the next activity. On your screen, we have an example of a Tanka. So I would like one person to volunteer to read to the grouping the poem that we have on the screen. One volunteer to read to the grouping this morning. Okay, we have some raised hands. Okay, Qatar, scientist from Qatar, can you read to us? Yes, okay.
Thunderclouds building, gathering strength as they grow, releasing themselves, pouring life-giving torrents, cleansing the world in shower.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Our little scientist from Qatar. Thunderclouds building, gathering strength as they grow, releasing themselves, pouring life-giving torrents, cleansing the world in shower. Let us look at this poem a little closer to see what this poem is saying to us. So I'm going to ask the first question. How many lines does this poem have? How many lines does this poem have? Daniel, go ahead, please.
It has 5 lines.
This poem has 5 lines. Very good. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, so we are going to now clap the number of syllables in each line. From this activity, we should be able to gather the number of syllables contained in each line of the poem. So I am going to start with the first line. I will demonstrate by clapping the number of syllables in the first line. Thunderclouds building. Here we go. Thunderclouds building. Thunderclouds building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many syllables do we have in the first line of the poem? Anybody?
5.
Yes, we have 5 syllables in the first line of the poem. Would someone like to clap the number of syllables in the second line of the poem? Okay, Daniel, go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm here. Releasing themselves. Sorry. Gathering strength as they grow.
Okay, Daniel, let's try that again. The second line of the poem, gathering strength as they grow. Let's clap again.
Gathering strength as they grow.
Okay. Can somebody tell me the number of syllables in the word gathering? Daniel?
7.
Okay, so we have 7 syllables in the second line, but the word gathering has 3 syllables. Yes, so gathering strength as they grow. Okay, would someone like to clap the number of syllables in the third line? Okay, our scientist from Qatar.
Yes. Releasing themselves.
Very good. Releasing themselves. How many syllables do we have in this third line?
5.
5 syllables. So far, first line, 5 syllables. Second line, 7 syllables. Third line, 5 syllables. Let's go to the fourth line. Someone like to volunteer to clap the number of syllables in the fourth line. Daniel, go ahead, please.
Okay. Pouring, life giving, torrents.
Okay, could you do that for us again, please, Daniel?
Okay. Pouring, life giving, torrents.
Okay, very good. So, pouring, life-giving torrents. How many syllables do we have in this fourth line?
7.
7, very good. And one volunteer to clap the number of syllables in the fifth line of the poem. Anybody? Okay, go ahead, our scientist from Qatar.
Yes. Cleansing the world in shower. 7.
Could you try again, please?
Cleansing the world in shower.
How many syllables did you get?
7.
7. So, cleansing the world in shower. Okay, so far we have 5 lines. Line 1, how many syllables?
5.
5. Line 2, how many syllables?
7.
7. Line 3,
5.
5. Line 4,
7.
7. And the last line,
7.
7. So our syllable count for this poem is 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. So, next question. How many syllables does the entire poem contain? How many syllables does the entire poem contain?
31.
31.
Very good, very quick as well. Okay, so the entire poem contains 31 syllables, 5 lines, and the breakdown of the syllables in the lines, 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. Our last question in this section. What is the poem saying? What is the poem saying?
The water cycle.
Did you say something, scientist from Qatar?
Yeah, the water cycle.
I'm not getting that.
They said the water cycle. Talking about the water
The
cycle.
water cycle.
Oh, the water cycle. Okay. What in the poem gave you this idea that the poem was referring to the water cycle?
Pardon me?
What in the poem gave you the idea that the poem was referring to the water cycle?
Yeah, the clouds, rain, and cleansing the water, the world in shower. So the clouds and the rain.
Okay, so there are some words there that indicate to us that this poem is somehow related to the weather, rainfall in particular. So we have thunderclouds, torrents, shower. All of these speak to this element. Does anyone have anything else to say about what the poem is saying?
It feels like a movement of energy to me. You've got the idea of strength gathering and building and then being released and sort of pouring and cleansing. So it feels like a lot of movement, a lot of energy.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Kirsty. So I would like to add to what Kirsty said. If you notice, there is progression in the poem as the lines move. There is a build-up. So first the thunderclouds build, then they gather, then they release themselves. So there appears to be a sequence in the activity taking place there. Okay, so far so good. Does anyone have anything else to add? Anything that you notice about the structure of the poem? Did you notice that the writer stuck to the theme? Yes, the writer stuck to the theme of the poem. The theme was just elaborated as the lines in the poem continued. We're going to move on to the next activity now. And in this activity, we are going to collaboratively finish a tanka. So we have this partially composed tanka on the screen. Our 5 lines, remember the number of syllables per line. So we have 57577, and we are going to attempt to create the endings for the lines, of course, by creating this picture that is complete. Past the Snow White dash, up the snowy dash, the kids play dash, the grown-ups dash, it happens every day dash. So I'm going to give you just 1 minute to try to think of the type of theme that you could possibly portray with a poem like this. And we're going to collaboratively complete this poem.
Alicia, can you start with an example? Is that okay to ask?
That's fine, yes. Okay, so let's look at line 1. How many syllables do we currently have? Okay, I'm
4.
Okay, yes, we have 4 syllables in the first line. So this implies that we need 1 more syllable to complete this line. We need 1 more syllable to complete this line. So I am going to include the word hill. I am going to include the word hill for the first line. How many syllables does the word hill contain? 1?
1.
1. So if I add this word hill to the first line, I will have 5 syllables. So past the snow white hill. So we're going to continue from there up the snowy dash. The second line, how many syllables do we currently contain?
In up the snow, I think there are 4 syllables already.
Yes. Up.
And we have to add 3 more.
We need to add 3 more. Okay, so I'm going to change past the snow white hill, up the snowy dash. Any suggestions?
We've had a suggestion in the chat, Alicia, for you from Ewan, up the ice cold path.
Ice cold path. Okay, very, very good, Ewan. So we can add this here. Up the snowy the snowy ice cold path. Let's go to the third line where we ought to have 5 syllables, but currently we have 3. The kids play. Past the snow white hill, up the snowy ice cold path. The kids play.
With
Smiling.
snow?
The kids play smiling. Smiling.
I
With
did not
snow?
get. Okay.
The kids play with snow.
The kids play with snow. Play with snow. How many syllables? Play with snow. 3 syllables.
3.
So we need 2 syllables. In the chat, someone suggested this, the kids play barefoot. Okay. The kids play barefoot.
That sounds cold.
Yeah.
Very cold.
Well, kids don't feel that cold if they're excited. Come on, we were in that age, adults. Remember that.
Okay, so we'll take this suggestion. The kids play barefoot. So we now have 5 syllables in this line. Past the snow white hill, up the snowy ice cold path, the kids play barefoot. Let's go to the next line. What are the grown-ups doing? The grown-ups dash. So the grown-ups, we have 3 syllables. This implies that we need 4 syllables to complete this line. Daniel, your hand is raised.
Yes, the grown-ups still stay inside.
Still stay inside. That works, Daniel. Very good. The grown-ups still stay inside. Let's go to the last line. It happens every. It happens
Season.
every.
Season?
Every
Okay.
winter. Every winter.
Okay, let's take a look at the composition of what we have first. It happens every. It happens every. We have 5, so we need 2 syllables.
Winter.
One said every winter.
Winter.
Season?
Every season.
Winter.
Winter. Okay, so we can go with winter, because if we look at the lines which preceded this line, notice the type of setting that is being created here. Snow White Hill, Ice Cold Path, all of these are indicative of a particular season. So we can go with winter. So here is our completed poem. Of course, depending on who you are as a writer, this may be different, but here is our completed poem. Past the snow white hill, up the snowy ice cold path, the kids play barefoot. The grown-ups still stay inside. It happens every winter. We did well with that. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. We did very well with that. Very well indeed. So at this moment, so we've completed this activity collaboratively. We're going to go into our breakout rooms for the next activity, and you will be writing in these groups. Using a video as a prompt, you'll write a tanka in your groups. The tanka should highlight the beauty in biodiversity or the need to protect biodiversity. Of course, I would recommend that you do so after viewing the video. And of course, you can view the video more than once to get some ideas. Daniel, do you have a question? Your hand is raised.
Yes, I have a question because the first tanka and the second tanka, they both have 31 syllables. Do we have to make our poem as well with 31 syllables?
Okay, Daniel, that's a very good question. Yes, because the Tanka has a very rigid structure. So the poem that you write must contain or must follow the same format. So you have 5 lines, 31 syllables in all. Line 1, 5 syllables. Line 2, 7 syllables. Line 3, 5 syllables. Line 4, 7 syllables. And line 5, 7 syllables. Does that answer your question, Daniel, adequately?
Yes, thank you very much. Sorry.
Not a problem. Okay, so we are going to go into our breakout rooms now.
Okay, fantastic.
In your breakout rooms, there will be facilitators to assist you with this activity. Good luck, everybody.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Alicia. For those of you that are watching live on Facebook, I'm afraid this is where the session ends for you. We're about to go into our interactive breakout room. So if you're on Zoom, stay with us and you'll be allocated to your breakout room with one of the TSL staff to help guide you in writing your poem. And thank you very much for watching us. If you've been viewing on Facebook Live, we welcome you back for tomorrow's sessions. Okay, so stay with us, everyone, and we'll get us into our breakout rooms and we can get our creative juices flowing. I've got lots of ideas, so I'm looking forward to hearing what everyone comes up with.
So breakout rooms should be active soon. Please be patient with that. Breakout rooms will be for 25 minutes and you will receive 2 minutes notice before you leave. And everyone. Okay. So are we, I think we are doing now.
So Chloe, Martin and Rachel will be helping and support you. Alicia and I may drop in and out as well to see how everyone's getting on. There we go. Okay, I can see our workshop leaders have gone off.
Yeah.
They're ready.
And I'm
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I trust that you had a very, very engaging activity in your groups. I did stop by all the groups. I noticed that we all had at work brainstorming and putting these ideas together. So now I would like to invite you to choose one member from your group to share what you've created. I would like to invite you. So we're going to start with breakout room 1. One member of the group to share what you've created.
Okay, Chloe, I think that was your breakout room.
Okay, so we've got Karthikeya, who is going to read our poem. Did you want to read the haiku as well afterwards?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Go for it then.
This is the Tanka. So, beautiful nature, where wilderness will roam far. Rivers, sound of love. Animals are free to go, flowing through the mountain caves.
Okay, very good.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Yay.
Very good. Would you like to share the other poem with us as well?
Yes, sure. Look around your world. Trees, plants, flowers, habitats to be protected.
Okay, thank you very much.
Amazing, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to breakout group number 2. Who will be sharing with us?
I will read it then. Okay. Biodiversity, majestic tranquility, life in its beauty, animals in unity, power, birth, and renewal.
Hey.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. And our final breakout group.
So that was just me and Carl.
Let's see what you came up with.
My love for nature runs deeper than the ocean. creatures great and small, worlds yet to be discovered, Mother Earth, respect, protect.
Oh, very good.
Well done, everybody. Well done, well done, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
So you will notice that we shared these poems that we created orally, but there are other ways in which we can present this information. So I would like you to submit your drafts to TSL. So perhaps we can put these together in a digital poetry book. If you decide to write some more, of course, we can also create videos illustrating what we've just created. And these, of course, can be shared with others. I want to thank you very much for attending the session this morning. And I hope that this activity has inspired you and motivated you to find some time to write, express your thoughts about nature, and share them with others, whether orally or with video, with photos. But it's important that we share this message so that the world knows that the environment is important. Thank you very much, everybody.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Alicia. Well done, everybody. It's been fantastic to see all those creative juices flowing and get those messages about biodiversity out there. And I think it's been nice to step back and think creatively about different ways we can express our thoughts and opinions. And Alicia will definitely be sharing these group tankers on our new community platform website and on our social media as well. And I invite you, if you have any others that you'd like to share with us or that you create and develop, to share those with the TSL biodiversity 2021 hashtag as well on social media, and then we can collect all those and create an amazing piece of inspiring poetry which might inspire others to start thinking about biodiversity as well. So thank you very much everyone for joining us, and that brings us to a close of day 4 of our Partner Power Summit. So thank you very much, Alicia, for that wonderful session. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. It's been nice to think creatively and think differently about biodiversity.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you so much.
So much, Alan, Kirsty, and Ava, and everybody else. Do enjoy the rest of your day and keep writing, people. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.